We are coming to you live from the UWM Sports Complex for the event today, the Spring To OctoberFest. We are with one of the co-founders, the man himself who made all this possible, Keith Simon. Keith, you got the boxing gloves on, the undisputed champ. Keith,
I didn't think you'd notice.
How you been?
I've been good. I mean, it's going to be over in 5 hours. I'll be really good then, but I mean, I've been good. This is an exciting event.
Well, you know, this is your second go around. We did this last year with some tremendous success, and I love what you just said. You said it's going to be over in 5 hours. So this is what I want to ask you, Keith. A lot of times it's the journey to get to where we're at today. Tell us about, before we get into Snap Homes, tell us about the preparation for Oktoberfest. Give us a little bit of breakdown. Tell us about this platform.
Yeah, so when we started OctoberBest, it was myself, my wife, Jimmy Nelson, Johnny Awesome. We had just got done doing a mega agent panel that you were on.
Yeah.
It was my 30th panel over the last 7 years. And I love the community outreach. The heart of any of the events that we've been trying to do is to break down the borders of what it says on our business card. It's not about EXP. It's not about Snap Homes. It's not about Epic. It's about coming together for the real estate community and doing what's best to get customers in homes.
Yeah, definitely.
So what we wanted to do is, you know, we had 50 people at that event. It was a nice event. A lot of people would be ecstatic with 50 people, but we wanted to reach more, and we wanted to do something in a way that we hadn't seen it been done before. So in the parking lot at Mac and Ray's, we came up with this idea. Let's have a overcoming objections rap battle on speed style, right?
Oh, yeah.
And, to say
It's certainly that.
it was
It's certainly
right.
that. Yeah.
The day before the event, we were hoping we'd get 200 people in the door. We ended up getting 300 people plus in the door.
Beautiful.
People had, in my opinion, a lot of fun. We were completely seat of the pants. Everything we did was not planned that day, right? Like, we tried our best, but even on the day before the show, I'm picking out the playlist and doing this, and nothing was really set. We get there, and it just came together. God is good, and seriously, it was completely God guiding us that day and having a great event.
Good.
All the time.
So the heart is the heart of this is the same type of thing. Realtor outreach, man. I'm going to talk about 3 things today in OctoberBest. I'm going to hope that you leave with a new connection, a new relationship that you didn't have. I hope that the people in the room will try something that they heard on stage. Try a way to come.
That's what it's all about here. Yeah.
And then, you know, I don't know if you guys were at UWM Live, but you know, Matt Ishbia really moved me. And one of the things Matt said that UWM is a real pioneer at is, quote unquote, this is his quote, not mine, people, is try new shit. Right. So I'm going to encourage everybody to have the courage to try new shit today. And being up on stage, man, you're one of I mean, you would think that everybody wants this platform, but it takes courage to go up there and do this.
Dude,
it really does.
It does. It
takes
does.
a lot.
It takes a lot.
To take a little personal turn, a lot of people have been asking about Snap Homes as the popularity is growing more and more often. Give us some detail about exactly what it is you guys do there, because people are questioning. They know just surface level.
Yeah.
Give us some more details about Snap Homes.
So I'm going to give you the why and tell you both. First off, I have a phobia of high chairs, sitting in stools.
How you feeling right now? How you feeling right now? You doing okay?
I'm good.
My feet are touching the floor, so that's good. But if my wife tries to get a high top table at a restaurant, I'm like, no.
It's a no-go. I get it.
So what we started at Snap Homes because we didn't want cash to be a barrier for home ownership. And we were seeing it way too often. And so this is the 5th year in a row that Michigan will lead with the number 3. 32%, that number 3 out in front of what has been cash purchases, right? The more startling thing is, we just pass it off. It's just investor homes being bought. It's just the top of the market. No, it's every price frame you can find. Cash is ruling the market. And it's not you two competing for a house. It's me and Josh, who's an investor.
So how does Snap Homes come in to play?
So this is a whole conversation that I think is beyond a podcast, because now we're talking about the how and it's the why. Why would somebody do it is the more important thing. 1, they want to get a home. 2, they want to save money on a home, right? 3, they want to get their offer accepted without mortgage.
Makes them a strong buyer. Makes them a strong
buyer.
And what if I told you this? Like, this is the insane thing, because as realtors, I'm going to encourage realtors to do something that Matt Ishbia said the other day too, is stay in your own lane. I think I come from a lending background, and I always want to get involved with the realtor and tell them how they should do things. The realtors don't make the decisions for your customers. So the biggest barrier to people using Snap Homes, let's go to that. So what I do is I make cash offers on behalf of the buyer. I'm going to buy the house, then they're going to buy it from me for the same price. So that gets too far into the weeds of the process and the how, but why we do it and why we haven't done more than 24 at this point is price. And price is usually determined by their realtor. Oh, I don't want to present it because it costs too much, right?
Sure.
Like, I don't want to, oh, you guys cost 3%. So on a $500,000 house, it's going to cost them an extra $15,000, right?
But Keith, when you frame it that way, these are the same people that might put in 40 or 50 or 80,000 above ask to get the house that they
absolutely.
want. Yeah.
But I think that all too often realtors are making the decision for them.
Correct.
Not wanting to upset their customer. Instead of going, you know what? I'm Bernie. I've got this extra tool. And in telling the client, hey, this may not work. You seem to be in a good position, but why don't we get you prepared just in case we're going after? Or you know what? This home's been on the market for 21 days.
Yep.
Why don't we throw an offer at 6% less in cash?
Yeah.
Oh, all of a sudden, my fees are gone. They got 3% in equity, and they didn't have the ability to come in cash
is
before.
king.
Correct.
Cash is
And then, you know, for those of you that are listening to what Keith's saying, let me put that in layman's terms for you coming from a top producing real estate agent. Snap Homes puts buyers in a position to get their offer seriously considered because it provides an alternative to having to buy to sell or having a financing that might not necessarily make sense. And in this competitive market, it's certainly a big advantage. So I was talking to your partner, Mike. Mike said things have been picking up and things are doing really, really good. You guys have seen a significant amount of increase in business, which is a great thing.
Yeah. So last 2 weeks, I think intake wise is nearly $10 million in a couple of those are bigger deals, but still $10 million. This week, I think we've taken 9 new files. And now we're not going to do every one of those. One of those, the customers might think it's too expensive. The other, the financing may not work. And one thing I do want to make clear is they have to be financeable, right? They have to be able to get approved for mortgage.
Right.
One of the common misconceptions people have is that we're hard money, which, you know, hard money is generally a term where people can't get a normal loan and have to go through other channels. They may not have a job history. They may not have, you know, a down payment. They may not have the credit. So they go through these abnormal channels called hard money. Hard money is more expensive because it's hard to get it, right? Like,
harder on points
hard
too.
To get it. And it's hard to pay back too. These are very expensive things. We are not hard money. What I like to say about us, we are good money fast. I absolutely, and I saw, you know, a couple mortgage guys walking around. I saw Vince. We are absolutely pertinently dependent upon that mortgage approval.
Yeah.
So
it starts there.
You know, it starts there. Right?
It starts there.
And it's funny because today I'm going to do something that a lot of people won't understand. I'm going to give away potentially $60,000 in commissions. And this is not going to be a slam at the realtor, although, because I want people to understand, you guys are both realtors, right?
Yeah.
It's all, what should, let's frame it this way. What should a customer do first when buying a home?
There's no question about it. The first thing they should do is make sure it makes financial sense, understand their finances, talk about the pre-approval.
And see if they get pre-approved for what they want.
Yep.
What is the industry doing nowadays, right? Like Zillow. This is a great story. I'm not going to call this person out. She's a family member. She went onto Zillow.
Thank you.
She went onto Zillow and tried to buy a house through Zillow.
Yeah.
That's a new thing, yeah.
You feel like they just
tried to buy a house through Zillow.
You feel like they just don't know better, Keith? You feel like they just don't know better?
They're just not educated
She
yet.
didn't know realtor, and I was her mortgage guy, but and I'm like, so we know a realtor. Well, why are you trying to go through the Zillow channels? Right? Like, so I think it is a chicken before the egg. Is it the pre-approval? Is it finding the house?
That's where the journey begins. That's where the journey begins.
Yeah. Right now, today, it's a pre-approval, right?
Yeah.
And so what I would say, it's 2 steps. It's a pre-approval, and why not get a cash approval? Because here's the thing about cash is, Dom, you're getting a cash approval. You already got your pre-approval. You're good. Vince Condor of Next Door Lending is going to do it. You're all set. And then he says, Keith, here's my pre-approval. And I look at it, and then I do, I talk to the realtor who you're the realtor on it. And I go, okay, makes market sense.
Yeah.
Here's your pre-approval letter.
Yeah.
Now go make an offer with cash. And then if it comes out, we write up the offer, we show proof of funds, we move it fast.
100%.
It costs them about 7 minutes to understand the program and put the time in.
What an aid.
And
what an aid these days.
No
Yeah.
Social Security is
That's
pulled,
exactly
or
right.
no credit check.
Yeah.
No money has changed hands. So.
You know what it is? It's providing a solution that's
Yeah.
been long needed in this business. We love
I
that.
think it is.
It's been long needed in this business, and I think what we're going to do too is once we release the podcast, we're going to put all the information on
Awesome.
Snap Homes and talk about solutions for lenders or hard money.
Yeah.
Keith, before we let you go, I know you're setting up. I know you're here. I want to get into something you said to as far as the road to OctoberBest goes. You're providing a platform. There's no better gift than the gift of knowledge. And what the call to action to everybody in the crowd today, the 300 plus people, is take away something good, like you said earlier. Learn something. Find the individual that fits your style and copy that. You're going to see some of the best realtors on stage. How excited are you to see today unfold, and how excited are you for October?
Extremely excited to see today unfold, right? I mean, this has been months and months of a journey and some mountains that were put in front of us that we had to overcome.
No doubt.
And it feels good to be in this room and to see you guys and to be part of this. It's amazing. My wife, who is out there running around, all this in the vision aesthetically that you see is her, right? Like the songs and the music, that might be me. I think this is a song I created.
Well, you're going to be dancing
Right,
about
I
this
created,
podcast.
right? So I'm excited to see us go, and more excited to see the platform that we'll build for OctoberBest, because I think coming off this, we'll have a couple people who will win and participate in OctoberBest, which is October 2nd. It's already been announced.
We have a venue picked out.
Garden Theater.
Beautiful.
Deposit moves from
Beautiful.
what it was to now.
Beautiful.
Downtown.
Unbelievable venue. Phenomenal
it's a great venue.
turnout. First time, as you mentioned.
It's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
We expect it. We can probably, with the build up, 400 or 500 people. You're going to see things that you were a part of the last one. You're going to see things that we didn't see last time, right? And for OctoberBest, you're going to see more things that you didn't see at this time, because as Matt Ishbia said, I'm trying new stuff.
I'm hoping
we're trying to make this interactive and fun. And I don't know a person who should ever go to any type of event, training, seminar, whatnot, and not be able to run away with 3 or 4 ideas that they couldn't do it. Like today, I'm going to talk about, Ishbia and Jonathan Haddad, who really inspired me. One, Matt, trying new stuff, and another thing, stay in your lane. And Jonathan, about the market perception. And I'm going to hopefully help break that down. So that makes sense too.
I mean, it's snowballing. The event's snowballing. A lot of people are talking about it. So October looks pretty good. Any shout outs, people you want to talk about for the event today?
Look,
your wife, who you mentioned,
my wife,
there. Great job.
My daughter, Grace, Patrick, her boyfriend, who set up the sign without me having to do that, was such a benefit to not sweat through that. Dylan Tent, the Heli Realtor, is here.
He's in the house.
Every single sponsor. I mean, it's too many to name, but Title Solutions, ATA Title, Vital Title, Title Partners, Handy Home Inspection, Total Inspection, Pillar to Post, all the mortgage companies that participate, Michael Denha and Associates. I mean, these people saw the vision, not to just come here and mind business, but to support and help the real estate community grow. And I love that, and I can't wait to do it again.
Well, we're so grateful to be a part of it as well, Keith. We're going to be around for October. Hopefully, I'm around to go to October as well. I'll be competing on stage as well. Thank you to Snap Homes.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you to UWM.
Thank you.
And great to have you, man.
And I do want to say that I think Bernie's been on 2 panels of mine. He was a judge at the last one.
Yep.
He's participated in this one. He's going to be part of the next one. You might be part of more events than anybody I've ever had.
So I love our partnership, man. I appreciate everything we do, man. You got it. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good stuff.
Dominic Shaba here with Real Push Podcast, sitting here with the 2 new construction gurus, George Shaheen and Bernard Shamo. Guys, real quick, a lot of hype around new construction in the Macomb area. I know you guys got kind of on lock. Give us a quick breakdown of what you guys are working on.
Before we do that, 25 plus years of experience. George Shaheen is the actual guru. George, we got a couple new construction communities along with Dominic. Why don't you tell us about Spring Meadows in Sterling Heights? I know you and I have done a lot of work there. Tell us about that development. Tell us what's transpired so far. And there's also the Chesterfield as well.
True.
Yeah. Well, Palazzolo Building Company has been doing business for many, many years, and we're fortunate enough to be representing them. And Spring Meadows, 18.5 in Ryan and Sterling Heights, beautiful community.
Yes, it is.
There's not much land available in Sterling Heights, so this makes this a gem for everybody out there, right? Well, these homes are 57 lots, and some of them in the backside have over a half an acre to
Yep.
them. So this is a very prime piece of real estate. But new construction is where it's at today. As a top producing agent out there selling homes, how fast they go, especially the good ones, right?
They do.
People can't get what they want. New construction, you can have exactly what you want.
They do. And with the Spring Meadows community in Sterling Heights, we do have a few specs that are quick moving. Our price points start around $700,000. Phase 2 in the back, probably going to be closer to north of 900.
North of 9, yeah.
You get to customize that house. It's about a 10-month build time. And also with Palazzolo Brothers, fourth generation builder, been doing it for 40 years. We have the Hidden Creek community. We've finished with phase 1. Tell us about phase 2.
So phase 2 over in Chesterfield,
Yep.
23 in Gratiot area, right, is going to be consisting of another 26 lots. These lots actually are wider and deeper than the first phase was. So cul-de-sac lots starting right at 600,000. I mean, believe it or not,
price point.
Fantastic price point for new construction.
Any walkouts and daylights in
There's walkouts, there's daylights, there's cul-de-sac lots, wider lots, some that you can even do side turn garages on. So it's an area that is just unbelievably moving fast right now.
Makes sense, especially now with the inventory issues and low inventory. Instead of waiting on that, you guys are creating inventory.
And you're not getting into bidding wars.
Not getting into bidding wars.
Down with George and myself, mainly George, and customizing that house. We're gonna put the link to Palazzolo Brothers and the 2 communities over at Spring Meadows and Hidden Creek. You guys can click on down below. You can hit myself up, Bernard Chamo, or George Shaheen to get more information. So I'm sitting here with George Shaheen and Dominic Shaba. This is Bernard Chamo coming to you from the Spring Showdown. We want to talk new construction real quick. We want to talk about a unique property in Shelby Township on 25 and Jewel. George, Encores of Shelby, I know you have a presence there. I know we've had 22 lots to start with. We're down to 5. Tell us about the 5 lots. Tell us a little bit about AP Builders over at the Encores of Shelby.
So Shelby Township, right? 25 and Jewel, unbelievable land over there, opportunity.
Yeah.
So we have 22 lots, as you mentioned. We're down to our last 5. We have 3 specs that are actually ready to go. Believe it or not.
We can move in now.
You can move in today.
Beautiful,
Okay. I mean, that's how quick they're ready to move into. But you're talking about homes that are just under $1 million. Okay.
Yeah.
3,500 plus square feet.
Oh yeah, prime location.
Huge lots, great location.
Yeah.
Great school district. These homes are ready to go. So people who are trying to move in before school time and so forth have a great opportunity to move in right now.
That's right around the corner. So just a quick recap there. The Encores of Shelby, 3 specs, just under $1 million, ready to go. Sod, sprinkler, and irrigation. You have 2 estate-sized lots as well if you wanted to build. Encores of Shelby. We'll put that link down below. Bernard Chamo, George Shaheen, Dominic Shaba. We'll see you guys out there. Bernard Chamo, Dom Shaba at the road. Spring Showdown to OctoberBest. We are with the man himself. He's always got that beautiful smile. Curtis, I want to break this question down the right way. This is a big, big part of what we do. To me, there's no better gift of knowledge. We're going to have 16 rock stars on stage, emceed by yours truly right here, this man. There's going to be so many different styles. It's going to be overcoming objectives at its highest. What do you love about this platform?
Oh, it's real estate experts at their truest form, right? So this is where you go right to the core. You get to literally hear them actually lay out what they have. So many people are like, well, I do my thing and I'm unique, I'm this, I'm that. Now they're sharing everything. So everybody says, what's the secret sauce? What do you say to get these things done? How do you overcome every objection out there? How do I go to that next level?
Lights are on you.
This is next level.
Lights are on you, yeah.
And here's the good part. This is where the pressure's on them too. So it's not about, hey, well, here, let me just go through my scripts. No, it's let me show you what I've digested my scripts. Let me show how I actually present my scripts. Let me show you how I actually objection handle in the truest form. And it's out there, it's live with the pressure on. You're going to hear the best of the best because the best always, the cream rises to the top. The best will always shine.
100%. And this is a man who has a massive team who coaches hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of realtors. Curtis, I love what you said. It's one thing to prospect and overcome objectives behind the scenes, behind closed doors. We're up here on stage doing it at the highest capacity. What are some of the tips you'd give some of the contestants today?
Oh, really, really simple. One, just say what's there, because what's there, these are all seasoned professionals. These are 16 actually rock stars, and every one of them in their own right is as good as they get, and for real. So they already have it, And what happens is, and I got to participate in this in the past, right? Which is a lot of fun. And what's happens
You
is,
did very well, by the way.
oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
took
you.
out one of the best in the first round, and Mr. Glover.
Yeah, we
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
I don't mind saying it. I don't mind saying
It
it.
was fun. And
Curtis, for those of you that don't know, Curtis's first round matchup was against a good friend of his, the one and only Jeff Glover as well.
Jeff's awesome.
And
Jeff's
you
awesome.
advanced to the finals, if I wasn't mistaken.
Yeah, we kind of had to work our way right through and
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
So, going to the final, the finish line to win is what's always fun, right?
sure.
So it's great. And what the thing was is even with Jeff, who's as good as scripted as they get, so him having the objection handling is not a problem. But when the pressure's on and you have to do it and you've got 60 seconds, right? That changes things. So in this competition, it's not about longevity. And, my favorite is, bantering back and forth with the client when I can keep asking the questions, keep framing and looping.
Yep.
Well, you can't do it in 60 seconds.
No.
So you have to literally bring what you have, lay it out the way you would to a client that was literally listening. And I'm going to tell you straight out, make it as simple as possible because the audience has to understand you. So say it as if you were trying to teach a high school class.
Yeah.
Here's what I would say in this situation. Boom. Here's the objection. Great. Here. Hope you understand blah, 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 and lay it out that way and you'll have a lot of success.
Break it down. Now, I'm going to give you a minute to ask a question, but it's not too often we get Curtis on the podcast. Curtis, Dominic's with EXP. I'm with EXP. You are one of the main names with EXP. EXP is making all kinds of we're splashing in this market. Our ability to attract agents is through the roof. What continues to set EXP apart? Why are we having the success that we're having? And really nobody compares to what we're doing.
Okay, it sounds like a shameless plug, but it's so true. So
It's very
if
true.
you really look at it, I just got back from Dallas late last night, and I spent the last 3 days in Dallas masterminding with the top brass at the company and all the top influencers as well as the top producers.
Just with a couple billionaires around you? Go ahead.
So all right, that's not a bad thing. But I spent a lot of time with Glenn Sanford. He's the founder of the company, and Leo Perea, who's right now regarded as the #1 CEO in leadership in real estate in the world. So think about that. Now, EXP is the largest independent brokerage in the world. EXP is the #1 in transactional sales in the world in real estate of every brokerage in the world. Think about that. 3 years in a row, 2022, 23, 24, sold more homes than anybody else. What's happening right now is so many changes. Leadership matters. And that's what we have as a massive advantage. We have the guy who invented the first cloud-based real estate brokerage, invented the concept of it, and then mastered it. But it takes, 8-10 years to get traction. And then from there, what happens is you start to explode. Then you run into all your problems. Then you understand what the growth issues are because now you have to be able to overcome these things. And that's where leadership stands out the most. And this is what got you there can't get you there.
So true.
Okay? So what you have to understand is there's constant evolution in this stuff and staying ahead of everybody. It's like Amazon. Everybody can chase Amazon all they want. No one's going to catch Amazon. EXP is so far ahead.
Correct.
It makes it easy. And it's not that we're better. It's not that.
Yep.
We have all of the technologies. We have everything cutting edge. We have everything so far ahead of everybody. It's very difficult. Everybody's playing catch up. All the Me Too's, it's, well, we're like EXP. Give me one who touts their brokerage who doesn't use us as the example.
Correct.
If that's the case, then why wouldn't I go there?
We set the standard. That's why it was easy for me to ask and do that plug. Dom, what'd you want to leave Curtis with?
I know you're at a bunch of events. I know the real estate community loves these events, this showdown. What makes you happy about hosting this and being part of these events for this community?
All right. I've been doing our coaching calls for 7 years now.
Yeah.
Your
just
name is
live
synonymous,
every thanks. But I do them every day. And every Thursday for the last 7 years, I do exactly this platform on our coaching call where we've got somewhere around 100 to 120 agents every day on our calls every morning. And it's free to everybody. And I have agents we've identified agents from 16 different brokerages that are on our calls every day. So it's not about a brand or anything. Imagine this. What if everybody stayed at every brokerage they're at? Nobody moved, stay right where you are. But everyone at each brokerage actually was a really good agent. Was really good for their client, who really understood how to put deals together and understood the other agents are not your competition. They are your friend because that's who you're putting your deals together with. And I opened it up to where they could challenge us. And I take 3 coaches and we do our Triple Threat Thursday where they can literally challenge us to overcome every objection for them. And if they can stump us, we give them $1,000. We've never had to pay.
I've phoned in a few
Because
times
that's how it
in
works.
Thailand, and there's so much value in those.
So much
calls.
value.
There's
That's
so much
the key.
value.
If we can make every agent great and better,
Yeah.
then everyone wins. Imagine a world where every agent at every brokerage was really good.
Well-
And right now, the last piece I'll give you, there's a massive change going on. All these companies are being bought out, being sold. Franchises are going away. And I know everybody hates when I say it, but it's a fact. Take a look
fact.
around you.
It's
Look at
fact.
how they're selling out.
It's
Look
fact.
what's happening, right?
fact.
So the shift is going this way. Compass and a lot of others are trying to do this personal setup for all their listings where they pocket list everything now, and they're trying to sell it inside, and there's lawsuits about it, and NAR's having a fit, and the DOJ's involved. So if this was to go, you ready for this?
Yeah.
There will only be 2 brokerages that will sell all the houses. It'll be EXP and Compass.
That's right. That's right.
Think about
Makes
that.
sense. It
And
makes
we're pushing to keep it MLS, to keep it open for everyone.
Correct.
Because we still believe 100% in our hearts that it's better for the client if you have that. So if we're client-centric, which we 100% are, then we've got to do what's best for the client. We still believe that, even though there's opposing views. But if that goes through and that changes everything, you'll literally be down to 2-3 brokerages.
Yeah, we are, and we always have been, to Mr. the man that gives it back. You love giving it back, man. We appreciate your coaching. We appreciate your knowledge. You have such a presence about you when it comes to all things related. Mr. Kirk Shewell, thank you so much for the time.
Thanks, guys. Just
Rare breed.
Remember, help more people get everything they want. You'll have everything you've ever wanted. There's your pro tip of the day.
There you
Amen
go.
to that. Bernard Chamo, Dominic Szabo coming to you back from the road to OctoberBest. We're here with broker owner of Cloud One Mortgage, Javen Maddie. Javen, I know you've had a lot of success in the last couple of years. You got the brokerage started. What's new in the mortgage industry?
What's new in the mortgage industry right now? Inventory has been a challenge. So we have a lot of buyers that they're ready to go, but the problem that we're having is there's no inventory, and I mean, it's just a matter of time until rates go down.
What's the positive trending? What's trending positively in the mortgage industry right now?
Rates are definitely they're getting better.
They are.
They're getting better.
Okay.
They're definitely getting better.
Yeah.
So
Jay, tell us about Cloud One Mortgage. Tell us about some of the products that you guys might have versus the competition. Tell us what you guys are doing to find solutions rather than some other lenders that are coming up with excuses.
100%. So what's special about Cloud One as a whole is we're partnered with so many lenders, and we can customize any type of loan. We do non-QM loans. So, when we go to a bank and they get denied, we have other banks that we can get them approved for. So, we can definitely customize each and every single client based on their scenario. So
People like that. People like custom fitting stuff. So
100%.
obviously I can see how it works for you. Nice.
It does. No,
Nice.
it's
Perfect. And back to what you said earlier, it's been a challenge with inventory, and it's been a challenge with getting offers accepted because there's a lot of multiple offer situations. I know you and I have done some business in the past. Certainly appreciate the way you take care of our clients. Any new products that we can expect in the future that might put borrowers in a better situation? If you had to say one thing you specialized in, what would you say that product is?
I would say right now down payment assistance programs
Yep.
Yes.
are
Is that
key
for the
right
first
now.
time home buyers or?
First time home buyers?
Okay.
Yes. So right now we have a lender, 1% down.
Beautiful.
So that it's huge.
Yeah,
that
a
helps
lot of people.
out.
I mean, a lot of people. I mean, they want some assistance on their down payment.
For sure.
So that's
Makes sense.
a huge deal.
Makes sense. Makes
Good.
sense why it works.
Good. Jay, before we let you go, thanks for taking the time to sit with us.
Of course.
Where do you see the market going in terms of lending? Do we see rates going down? Do they remain stable? What are your sources telling you?
So right now they're gonna stay stable. I would say in a year from now, we should expect a slight bounce back, but don't expect 2-3%. That's never gonna happen.
You're right,
That's just
right.
not.
Those days are gone.
Those days are
gone. We know that. Those days are gone.
And it's not all about rate
No.
because you're not. And I always tell clients this: you're not marrying the rate.
Right. Right.
You're dating
Dating
it for
it.
now, and then when it comes to the point where rates come down, we're gonna monitor that.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Jay, one last personal note before I let you go. Gonna be a dad for a second time.
Yeah, sure.
When's the due
Beautiful.
date?
Shit, October 8th.
Congratulations.
You know what you're having?
Congrats.
Yeah, we're having a boy.
Hey.
God bless.
Thank
Ladies,
you. Thank
gentlemen, we're going to leave his link down below. Javen Maddie, Cloud One Mortgage, the man that finds the solutions instead of comes up with an excuse. That's Dominic Szabo. I'm Bernard Chamo, Real Push Podcast.
Thank you.
Bernard Chamo with my co-host Dominic Szabo. We're here at the UWM Sports Complex, the road to OctoberBest. We are here with the one and only, the lady that typically when there's a massive real estate event, you'll find her front and center. Tara Chody, Real Producers. Tara, how you been?
Yes, good. How are you guys?
Good,
Good
good.
to see
Good
you
to see
here.
You always
too.
got that radiant smile. Tara, today we got a little bit of a different platform. You're
Yes.
a judge. We got a
Yes.
platform where we're going to have 16 heavy hitters on the stage, overcoming objectives. What made you want to be a part of this? Before we jump into Real Producers, what made you want to be a part of this and be a coach?
Well,
Or judge, I should say.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear what people, how they can handle some different.
And as the top producers too. It's not
Oh,
just it's
yeah.
not just your regular. Yeah.
No, yeah, this is going to be a great event. I'm excited to see you up on
Yeah.
stage.
Well,
I
thank
hear
you.
that you're competing, and it's going to be really hard to judge. Okay, I don't want anyone to think, oh, it doesn't. I'm just going based off how you handle the objection.
Sure.
Of course.
Please, no hard feelings if I don't judge you right.
That's the way to do it. Tara, tremendous, and congratulations, success with Real Producers. You're in five or six different chapters.
Oakland County, Wayne County, Macomb County, and Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And yeah, just that I'm good with those 4.
Good.
And just continuing to grow.
Good. Tara, before I talk about some of the partners and the business relationships that Real Producers have, I want to talk about what I remember from Real Producers, which is just, to me, when I first got into the business. So I want to really talk to the newer agent. What does Real Producers look for? How does somebody get a feature? How does somebody get to be on the magazine that is so coveted in our industry?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a great question. So first off, you did not pay to be on our cover,
Yep.
right? So the agents that we feature, they don't pay to be in our magazine. The people that get in the magazine are nominated and recommended by their peers as well as leadership.
It's amazing. Yeah.
So that's how like the first process starts, and then they meet with our team. If we decide it's a good fit, we write an article, do a photo shoot. It really gives the realtor third-party validation.
Yeah.
And I mean, who doesn't love their face and name in print?
Correct. And a big reason why there is no expenses, it's simply production based, it's simply performance based, is because a lot of the partners of Real Producers, tell us about some of those partners and tell us what somebody can do to be a partner of Real Producers.
Yes, I love that question. So everything that we do at Real Producers is funded by our preferred partners. Now, our partners who advertise, they are recommended and nominated to us as well. So I'm not sitting there cold calling people.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that they're vetted, because the last thing I want is for someone to use one of our partners and have a bad experience.
Yeah.
It reflects poorly on me.
True.
So we're really, careful as far as who we partner with. But really, to get the conversation started, reach out to Tara the Connector.
There you go.
And
She's
we'll
not
get the
hard to
ball
find.
rolling.
She's all over social media as well.
Thank you.
Now, Tara, I gotta ask, for the real estate community, what do we have to look forward to with Real Producers upcoming events, and things like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we do have an upcoming event June 4th in Wayne County at the Detroit Shipping Company from 3 to 5.
Love that spot.
Yeah.
And then after,
Love that
we have a podcast a podcast after party
Oh, there you go.
at the Detroit Shipping Company. And then June 11th, we just announced we're doing a Sapphire stroll at Sapphire Luxury Homes with Impact Home Staging Experts.
A nice sponsor of Real Producers as well, correct?
Yes.
I love that. I love
that'll
that.
be a great event.
I love that. Give Real Producers a follow. Give Tara a follow. I think for those of the new of you that are newer agents in the business, it's something that we strive to accomplish on getting that feature, on getting in that magazine, because it really helps our career take off. For those of you that are looking for a partnership, you've heard about some of the benefits that Real Producer offers. I think it sets the stage. It's the standard in the real estate industry
Definitely.
to have a connection with Real Producers. And we appreciate everything you do, Tara. We see you all over social media. You have such a radiant presence about you, and you've carried the brand to new heights. So congratulations on
I
that.
appreciate that.
What are you most excited about today?
I'm super excited to see all these great people and just have a good time with the best of the best in real estate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Dominic Shaba. I'm Bernard Shembo. Tara Chody with all the Real Producers. We're here at UWM Sports Complex Real Push Podcast. We'll see you soon. Bernard Shamo, Dominic Shaba. We're here at the UWM Sports Complex for the road to the spring showdown, To OctoberBest. We're here with Vince from Next Door Lending. Vince, how are you?
I'm doing well. A little nervous right now, but we got this.
Well, before we get into Next Door Lending, tell me why you're so excited to be on stage. I'm going to be on stage as well.
Yes.
16 heavy hitters. What are you most excited about today?
Really just having fun, showcasing who I am. I've been in the industry for 20 years. I've primarily worked lead flow. I've transitioned to more of a relationship-based interaction, which I love. I love the story. So just excited to meet everybody and have fun.
Love it. Love it. We're excited as well. We're excited to see you up there. Tell us about Next Door Lending. We talk to a lot of lenders. We talk to a lot of brokerages. What would you say Next Door Lending does to set them apart in terms of products and solutions?
Good question. Next Door Lending, just like any other brokerage, everybody's going to say they have low rates, they have this, they have that. Really, I think the biggest piece is culture. We really care about our people, and that translates to our interactions with our clients. Every loan officer we have loves the story. It's not about closing the deal. It's not about getting them into the home. These clients are going to build memories in these houses, and the story of how they got there and then what's going to transpire is how you're going to grow your business. And that's one of our fundamental philosophies. A strong family never stops growing.
Love it. Love
Now,
it.
Vince, that question that always you probably get 1,000 times a day is, what do you see the industry doing when the average consumer is looking at mortgages, and what do you think the next year is going to look like?
I think our industry right now is very challenging, both from a mortgage side and a real estate side, with inventory, these tariffs going on, inflation. I think the biggest thing consumers are really looking for is authenticity and information. There's a lot of content out there about do this and do that. I think people just want information and they want to learn. So I believe our industry is headed in the right direction. And some of the people that need to vacate are going to be vacated just because they're not authentic.
What are you and your team doing to elevate yourself from that?
Great question. Events like this. I think meeting, interacting people, shaking hands. We need to get back to that. A lot of us do more Zoom.
Grassroots.
Yeah.
Grassroots. A little bit of
I
grassroots.
want to get to know you,
Yeah.
and share your story.
Connections.
So, personally, me, again, I've been very reserved as a human. I'm doing a yellow room challenge with Robert Courtney, if you guys know who that is.
Yeah, good dude.
Yep. So it's a 30-day challenge on social media, just being vulnerable.
Love that.
And yeah, people are loving it. They're receptive. I didn't think anybody would like to hear about me, but I guess they do. So just be authentic and share yourself and let the people come to you.
Good stuff. Vince, before we let you go,
Yes.
I'm excited to compete on stage. I know you are too. I wish you some great success up there. Maybe we meet in the finals. What's your favorite thing about this platform?
My favorite thing about this platform is the ability to meet all of you guys and interact with you and see you and just showcase what we do best and just help people, I guess.
I love
Beautiful.
it. I love
Excited
it.
for you guys.
Thank you.
Vince, thanks so much for joining Real Push Podcast.
Of course. I appreciate you guys.
You
Thank
got it. Bernard Chamo coming to you live from the road to the Spring Showdown to Oktoberfest. I'm with another contestant. The man himself has one of the bigger teams with eXp Realty, Al Abdullah. Al, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, thank you very much. Pleasure. Great seeing you. Great being here.
Well, Al, what excites you about today's event? I want to set the stage for those of the people that are watching and the people in the crowd. Al, 16 heavy hitters, including yourself. It's going to be overcoming objectives in front of our peers. What are you so excited about for today?
I just think scripts and dialogue objection handlers with some of our colleagues from different brokerages. That's exciting. That's fun. That's like a very competitive thing, a part of our business that we never get to really do.
No, not only do we not get to do it, I know you do a lot of coaching. You have a very big team, and a lot of your coaching sessions are behind closed doors. You're taking your talents to the main stage in front of 300-400 people. What are you most excited about?
To show people that, scripts and dialogue, objection handlers, role playing, expires for sale by owners, working with buyers and sellers. If you know your scripts and dialogue and objection handlers, you'll make a lot of money just by knowing that. And the thing is, in our business, most people don't want to take the time to learn those, which is a part of our business.
It's the biggest part of our business.
It's the part of the business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's funny that people don't, Bernard, they just don't want to do what they're supposed to do.
I know.
It's kind of like the magic pill.
I know. Al, I had Curtis on here earlier, another big name with eXp. Obviously, you have a massive presence about you. I was talking about eXp really setting themselves apart from different brokerages with a lot of things that we're doing in our cloud-based and our ability to attract agents. What are you so most excited about with your team and eXp as we head into the future?
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, they say we're a cloud-based brokerage. We are. And, we're also a brick and mortar brokerage because, interesting enough, most people don't know this, we have the most brick and mortar offices in Michigan.
For a cloud-based brokerage.
For a cloud-based brokerage.
Yeah.
I have an office. You have an office. I mean, a lot of us have offices, and some of us work from home. Some of us work and in the future is having a cloud, just like Uber, Amazon, Netflix, etc. Nothing wrong with having a cloud and a brick and mortar. We got the best of both worlds.
No doubt. Al, love to see what you guys are doing over there. Congratulations on your success. I'm excited to see you on stage. I'll be on stage with you. Hopefully you and I get to meet at the end if all things go well.
That's it.
Bernard Chamo, Al Abdullah, eXp. God bless.
There you go.
Bernard Chamo with my co-host Dominic Szabo. We are live at the UWM Sports Complex for the road to Oktoberfest. We are here with Abir Horvorth of PRG Realty. Abir, thanks so much for joining the podcast.
Well, thank you for having me.
Abir, Abir, I know you have a big team. I know you have a great team and you guys do a lot of great things. Today, we get to see 16 heavy hitters on stage. It's a lot of what you coach. We're going to be doing it in front of a big crowd. What excites you the most about today?
Well, first of all, surrounding myself with great people like you guys. I love to take the opportunity to be in rooms, to be able to just pick other agents, professional people's brains,
Sure.
and see how we can just work together. So I think that's the most exciting part about today. Also, first time attending this event, so I would love to maybe next year be a part of it.
Yeah. Abir, what's new in the real estate world on your end geographically? How is the team doing? What type of results are you guys seeing?
Well, the team's doing great. We're really focused on AI this year and marketing.
Nice.
So that's something that I'll be definitely sharing more about. Agents are utilizing the services we have. We're heavy driven on just the future. Trying to, speed is everything.
AI is going to be a big part of
AI is
that
next
too.
up, yep.
AI is going to be a big part of that.
Absolutely.
You getting your guys getting the team ahead of the game, so to speak.
We have to.
Yeah.
That's how you survive in this industry.
For sure.
Yep. Now, from what I've heard, you're also expanding out to the overseas UAE market. Is that true?
Absolutely. So I've partnered right now with two big developers out in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. And I don't know if you heard the news, but Walt Disney World is going out there. in
Really?
Abu Dhabi. So it's a huge opportunity for me being part of that market now and being able to extend this to the agents out here. So the goal is to bridge Michigan and UAE at one point.
That's wonderful. So you got a presence in Abu Dhabi. You got a presence. Tell us about your brokerage, or tell us about your team. Where are you guys located? What markets are you specifically focused? I'm so taken back by you, the Dubai piece.
Yeah.
That's wonderful news. That's fantastic. Gives you an opportunity to get a footprint in another country. How does one join PRG Realty if they're in this local area, in the Detroit market?
Sure. So the first step is contacting me. And let's just have a conversation.
Sure.
See if we vibe, and if PRG is a good fit for them and for us, then we'll make something happen.
Yeah, and that's so true. I love how you say that. I think once you find a way to connect, I think the business piece, the connection piece, the real estate piece finds a way to work itself out. Anything we should look forward to in the future from your team besides the Abu Dhabi surprise that you just gave us? Any other projects you're working on?
We're just focused on marketing right now, so you'll probably see us across all social media platforms.
Good.
And just
on the grind right now.
drop a like, a comment. We love to work with agents.
Well, we're definitely going to put your link attached to this clip of the podcast as well. Dom, did you want to leave any choice words? Any suggestions?
Excited for you. I seen the team grow from last year from a couple agents. Now you're 12 plus, and seems like it's snowballing for sure. Adding the UAE and overseas piece is just it's a whole nother level into the real estate game, especially here in Michigan. Connecting those two is pretty amazing, and good for you. We're happy for you.
Thank you. I'm excited. Dubai has been on the map for the last few years, so I'm definitely excited to be offering our services out there. We'll be doing concierge services for clients, showing up with a car to be picked up if they decide that they would like to be on the ground in Dubai. So
Beautiful.
I'll be definitely available.
Full
for that.
service industry out
Beautiful.
there.
Congratulations on the expansion. Congratulations on the success.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on the podcast. That's Dominic Shaba. I'm Bernard Shenmo. This is Abir with the PRG Group. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you.